Alright, so today I'm going to show you guys how to make a bouncy ball. What you're going to need for this is you're going to need some borax. It doesn't have to be this big, this is just the only one I had. You're going to need some cornstarch. Any kind will do. And you're going to need some Elmer's, or I guess not Elmer's, but you're going to need school glue. It could be clear, it could be white, doesn't matter. You're also going to want a tablespoon and a teaspoon for measuring, a cup of warm water, and 2 containers should be fine. Now, of course, got to be safe, so put on my goggles here. Alrighty. Now, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to take the borax here, and what you're going to want to do is you're going to put half a teaspoon. So this is a teaspoon, so if you have half a teaspoon, that'd be easier. I don't, so I'm going to fill this up about halfway. Excuse me for a second here. Fill it up about halfway. It's pretty good. Put it in one of the containers. Now, next step here, just going to take a tablespoon and get 2 full tablespoons of water, add it to the borax that we just put in the container, and with a spoon, just want to stir it up a little bit. Should be good. Now in the other container, second container here, you're going to add the glue. So you're going to take a tablespoon again. I think it's easier if you take off the cap. And I'm going to fill it up. And again, you can use clear or white glue. It doesn't matter. I'm sure it'll affect how it looks in the end though. But for the purpose of this is fine. And then pour that into a different, the other container, not the same one with the borax. I'm not ready to mix them yet. Just kind of let it drip out for a sec. Make sure you get all of it in there. Still kind of dripping. Should be good enough. And I'm actually going to take, if you're using the same tablespoon, which most likely you are, I'm going to take a little paper towel here, just wipe off the glue, because later you're going to need a tablespoon of cornstarch, and your mom probably not going to like it if you get cornstarch all mixed in with this glue. Or the other way around, I guess. Next, what you're going to want to do is you're going to take a teaspoon again, and again it asks for half a teaspoon, so we're going to fill it up with half a teaspoon of the borax mixture. Just going to give it a little quick stir again in case it's settled. And again, since it's half a teaspoon, fill it up. I'm going to pour it back halfway, unless you have a half a teaspoon measure. Should be much easier. Looks about right. Add that in with the glue. I think I might have a little bit less than what I used, so I'm just going to add a little drop more. Next is the tablespoon of cornstarch. So now when you do this part, you're going to want to get ready to stir, because it gets pretty sticky pretty fast. So again, take a tablespoon of cornstarch, make sure it's nice and level, and kind of tap it out there. Make sure you get it off. Now the next step here is you're going to want to stir rapidly until it stiffens. It's going to be pretty hard to stir. Oh, I'm making a mess. Literally making a mess, but that's why I got the goggles. It's safe. So we're going to keep stirring it up here. I wouldn't recommend using good dishes, or this is like Tupperware, because although it's non-toxic and you can clean it pretty well, just in case. Don't want to use anything nice. And just, I'm kind of just making sure I get all the stuff off the side. Just to give you a little close up what it looks like when I'm stirring it. That's it. There. So again, keep stirring until it gets really, really thick. Try to get most of it off the edges first so you can have the full amount. Now it's starting to get really hard, so it's probably where it gets messy. What you want to do is you kind of just peel it off the spoon here. See how it just kind of came right off. I'm going to put the spoon down. And you're going to want to, it's pretty messy still. You're going to want to roll it around in your hands and start forming it into a bouncy ball shape. You're going to want to do this for a bit. It's very hard to do in the beginning. It's very sticky, so you're going to want to move fast. If you go slow, it's going to be it's going to get all stuck together, and it's just going to be a big mess. I'm kind of rubbing it all over my hand just to pick up the rest of the glue and the mixture that's still remaining on my hand. Like I said, it's going to be very sticky, so you're going to want to keep moving quickly to get into a nice ball shape. I forgot to mention that when I mixed the borax with the water, if you wanted to make a colored bouncy ball or add glitter, that'd be the step where you do it. You put the food coloring in with the borax and the water. 4 or 5 drops should do. And I just didn't have any food coloring at the moment. Glitter, if you wanted to add glitter, you make it sparkly bouncy ball for the ladies. You would also add that at that point. So it's looking pretty good. When I slow down, it's kind of not really sticking to my hand as much, so it's starting to be better. You can see it's starting to, oh, it's a little sticky, but you can see here it's starting to take shape. At this point, what you want to do is you want to put the bouncy ball aside, let it dry for 5 to 10 minutes, or until it's not as sticky. I would recommend letting it dry for a little longer. I made one before, so I could show you guys. You don't have to wait. I'm just gonna put this one over. Oh, I guess I'm gonna drop it. I'm just gonna put this one over here for now. Let it become a ball. And where's the one I made already? Should be somewhere around here. Oh, here it is. Here's the one I made already. They're not the greatest of bouncy balls, but it works better off the wall, to be honest. But on the table, it's not so well. If I bounce off the wall, you probably can't see it, but I'll catch it. Comes right back. Oh, here it is again. Now, what we're seeing here is Newton's third law of motion. For every action, there's an equal but opposite reaction. So when the ball bounces off the wall or off another surface, the surface is pushing back with the same amount of force, and thus bouncing the ball. Thanks for watching. Again, safety first, and have a good winter. Merry Christmas.